about suspension, which is basically using the body weight effectively during the stroke. So I'm going to talk about another concept, which is catching through your feet. And by that what I mean is that when you come to the front end, so the body is rocked forward, you're in a good strong position, as you slide forward, the feet are just going to change direction naturally. So you're going to come in, body's still, you're right on the front, and then you're starting to drive off. Okay, as though you're going to do a squat jump or a controlled squat jump. So you're just coming in, changing direction. Now obviously you're going to have your hands connected to the handle. Right? So the thought process has to be that as you come to the front end, you're just going to change direction on the feet and the hands stay out there. So you're trying to catch through the feet. So the feet change direction and then the hands will stay there and you'll feel a connection and then the body weight connects off that. So what you're not trying to do is go forward, stop and then pull on the handle to get connection. You're trying to change through the feet so you actually connect the handle through the feet. And you can always feel as though the hands are moving away at the front end as the feet connect. So the feet come in, change, you move the hands out and you push off. And as you're doing so, the feet have changed direction, you feel the connection come into the handle and you're then hanging the weight off the handle and the feet as you drive away. Okay, so the feet come up, imagine the feet change direction, that just connects there on the handle because the hands are connected there and you start to drive off. Okay, that's what we're talking about when you catch through the feet. So what we're going to look at is a reference point for the front end. So if I'm sitting in the machine, I've done my rock and pop, I'm sliding forward. As I come to the front end, my heels will start to lift and I will pack up on my thighs and my body. That's a reference point for the front end. The shins come to vertical. You don't want to come too far past that. So that's the change of direction through the front end. So as you catch through the feet, heels are starting to lift there. So that's where the hands go out and you lock out onto the feet. And that's the change of direction. Right, so when you're rowing, we talked about the reference points through the front end. So you come forward, heels are lifting, you're packing up, you're changing direction through the feet and you're catching through the feet. Right, so when you're doing this, this is part of your reference point, and what we're trying to do is try and find that front end. Okay, so simple little trick is to pull the cap off the side and you can see that there's a nut here and that turns while you're rowing. So as you come through the front end, you can see the nut turning. If I stop, the nut stops and then it turns. So what I'm trying to do as I come in through the front end is I want to keep the nut turning. Okay, so the front end or the catch when you're rowing is obviously you've got to coordinate screwing the oars up, putting the oars in the water and all of that stuff in combination with change direction and catching through the feet. So there's a lot going on in a very small amount of time. So the timing of the front end is absolutely critical. So we talked about catching through the feet. So as you come forward, you change direction through here. Now in order to do that, you've got the reference point of the body touching the thighs. You could see that nut was spinning, you're trying to catch that around the front. You can also listen to the fan. Because the fan is spinning, you can actually hear when it starts to slow down. You're trying to catch that fan at the optimum speed, but also you want to make sure it doesn't slow down too much. Okay? So when you're coming in, you can also visualize that because the fan is spinning, you're trying to catch the fan at the top of the stroke. So you don't let it sort of come back before you get weight on the handle. You're trying to catch it right out at the extent of your reach. Okay? So if I come in, I change direction of the feet, I'm going to listen to the fan at the same time. So I catch through the feet. If I let the fan slow down too much, I'll come back and pull on it. Okay, so I'm trying to catch it as I come through the front end, then I suspend my body weight and I go from there. That's why sometimes listening to music can be a distraction because you just don't get the feel for the boat or the rowing machine. So what we're going to do is we're now going to go through some ergo drills to help with the sequencing and the whole movement. First one is very simple. This is going to be focusing on that catching through the feet and the change of direction. So you can see my feet are on the floor, my hips are rocked over. All I'm going to do is just move in and out like so. So I'm just rocking from the back of the foot to the front of the foot, just moving in and out. Okay. So now I'm going to pick up my handle, do the same thing. You see I'm actually just rolling in and just moving off the feet. Yeah, so I'm not trying to pull the handle like this, I'm just pushing like so. I then put one foot in, keep the other foot on the floor. Same thing, just change direction through the feet. Yeah, catch through the feet. Second foot goes in, there, change direction through the feet, and then you row away. Again, a very simple drill to help with the moving in and out through the front end is come to position, just slide in, change direction, in, change direction. Just do that a few times. You can feel that you switch the core on and you change direction and push off. Then pick up your handle. Same thing. Come in, push off. In, push off. And then right in the way.